lake as they opened in the sky. From their town, the lonely mountain was mostly screened by the low hills at the far end of the lake, through a gap in which the running river came down from the north. Only its high peak could they see in clear weather, and they seldom looked at it, for it was ominous and drear, even in the light of morn. Now it was lost to voice, like as knowledge as the marauding fire of the dragon, the only king under the mountain we've ever known. You're always foreboding gloomy things, said the others. Anything from floods to poisoned fish. Think of something cheerful. Then suddenly a great light appeared in the low place in the hills, and the northern end of the lake turned golden.
Badlands.
The king beneath the mountain, he shouted. His wealth is like the sun, his silver like a fountain, his rivers golden run. The river is running gold from the mountain. The dragon did not find them quite unprepared. Before long, so great was his speed, they could see him as a spark of fire rushing towards them and growing ever huger and more bright. And not the most foolish doubted that the prophecies had gone rather wrong. Still, they had a little time. Every vessel in the town was filled with water, every warrior was armed, every arrow and dart was ready, and the bridge to the land was thrown down and destroyed. Before the roar of smoke's terrible approach grew loud, and the lake rippled red as fire beneath the awful beating of his wings. Amid shrieks and wailing and the shouts of men, he came over them, swept towards the bridges and was foiled. The bridge was gone, and his enemies were on an island in deep water, too deep and dark and cool for his liking. If he plunged into it, a vapor and a steam would arise enough to cover all the land with a mist for days. But the lake was mightier than he. It would quench him before he could pass through. Roaring, he swept back over the town. A hail of darts flung by 100 hands wherever a spark appeared. Back swirled the dragon. The sweep of his tail, and the roof of the great house crumbled and smashed down. Flames unquenchable sprang high into the night, and hurt him more than a fly from the marshes.
This ends disc 8.
End of 8.
Ja, en dat zei je.
The Hobbit, disc 8.
They had barely time to fly back to the tunnel, pulling and dragging in their bundles, when smoke came hurtling from the north.